Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the chance given to me. I, Sophia SILIANA from SMA Negeri 2 Lintong, would like to tell you a story entitled The Legend of Simardan. It all started with once upon a time in North Sumatra lived a very poor family. And in that family, Mardan was born. Since Mardan's father died, his mother had to raise her two children alone. Every day, Mardan had to collect firewood to help his mother, while his sister helped her mother with their work. So one night, Mardan looked up at the full moon. He wished that he could be a rich man one day. Then, when he fell asleep, Mardan dreamed. He dreamed that he found a big cave, and inside that big cave, he found a treasure box. When Mardan woke up, he felt that the dream was so real. He then think to himself, "Is this an advice? Yes, this must be an advice from God. Tomorrow I will find that treasure." The next day, Mardan packed all the things he needed to find that cave. While packing, Mardan comes and Mardan's mother said to Mardan, "Where are you going, my child? So early in the morning, already packing?" asked Mardan's mother. "Ah, mother, I got an advice, Mom. Yesterday, I dreamed that I found a big cave, and inside that big cave, I found a treasure, lots of treasure." However, Mardan's mother don't really love that idea. "Are you sure about that, Mardan?" asked Mardan's mother. "Of course, Mom. Trust me and pray for me. I will bring wealth to our family." Mardan's mother answered, "Oh, Mardan, I always pray for you. Just don't forget this old woman and your sister." Then Mardan left for the cave after saying goodbye to his mother and sister. After a very long journey, discovery, and adventure, Mardan finally found the cave he was dreamed of. "Right, this is it. That's the cave I was dreamed of. I finally found it," said Mardan to himself while entering the entrance. And inside that cave, he really found the treasure. Mardan then laughed very hard. "Ha ha ha! I found it! This is really gold! I'm finally rich! I'm finally rich! Ha ha! I'm so happy!" He then came out the cave and went back home with all the treasure he has. However, listeners, Mardan stopped. He stopped while seeing a big ship on the coast. He then think to himself, "If I go home now, all this treasure will just run out. I'll try it here. Then I go home. Mom would understand my thinking anyway," said Mardan to himself. Then he said all the way to the other side, which Penang, Malaysia. There, he bought very nice clothes, very nice merchandise to resell. In a perfect time, the king, who was stirring at the palace, met Mardan accidentally. He then called for Mardan. "Oh, merchant, you seem to be very brave and honest. I'm in great need. For merchants like you, I would like to offer you. Would you like to work with me in my palace?" offered the king to Mardan. Mardan then happily answered, "Of course, my king. I would like to join with your palace." The king smiled brightly. "Then pack all your things. Meet me at the palace tomorrow morning." The next day, Mardan came to the palace and worked for the king. He worked very, very hard, very honest, very diligent for many years to the king. The king was so interested in Mardan. He then called for Mardan. "Mardan, come here, my child. I see you are very honest and brave. You are very meritorious and always help me, Mardan. I'm so thankful of that, and I would like to offer you. Would you like to marry my daughter?" Mardan is so surprised and happy. He don't believe it. "Marry my lord the king's daughter? Of course, my lord. Anyone who sees my lord's daughter will surely fall in love with her beautiful face." However, the happy won't last long. When the king says, "But Mardan, I want to ask you something. Were you once poor?" asked the king. "Well, you know, Mardan, how could a king's daughter marry a commoner?" Mardan was so scared that his past will just find by the king. He then lied up to cover his past. "Oh no, no, my king. I am a merchant, certainly not from a higher family. I'm not a commoner, even though I only live alone." The king smiled brightly. "Of course you are, Mardan. I trust you. When the first time I saw you, you have very nice clothes. Very well, I approve your marriage. Prepare the biggest feast for my daughter and Mardan." And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Mardan and the king's daughter were married. Not so long after the marriage, there's news that the beach at Tapanuli was so beautiful, and that news reached the princess. He then came to Mardan and requested, "Mardan, I heard that the beaches and places on the beach of Tapanuli was so beautiful. I want to spend our honeymoon there. Okay, honey?" Asked Mardan's wife to him. However, Mardan don't really like his wife's request. "Oh, honey, that place isn't as beautiful as you think. Find another place for us to go for our honeymoon, okay?" But his wife don't want to. "But Mardan, I want to go there. Please, can we just go there for once?" Mardan then approved his wife's request. They will sail to the east of Tapanuli with a big, large ship. Arriving in Tapanuli, Mardan, who was originally from Tapanuli, quickly recognized by people there. People then ran to the Mardan's mother and said, "Ma'am, ma'am, Martin is home, ma'am. Your son is now come back. He's rich now and brought his beautiful wife." Martin's mother was so surprised and so happy. My son has come back. Oh, thank you, God. I finally can see my son soon. Then Mardan's mother packed all the things she needs and rushed up to the east of Tapanuli with all other villagers. However, when Mardan and his mother meet, it's not as good as expectation. When Mardan's mother met Mardan, he yelled, "Mardan! Mardan, my son! Come here, my child! This is your mother!" But Mardan, who swore an oath to the king, refused his mother's call and spoke harshly to her. "Who are you, old lady? I don't know who you are. And get out of our way." Mardan's mother was shocked. She felt that Mardan has changed. "Mardan, how could you, my child? I am your mother. I'm the one who given birth to you and raised you." But Mardan doesn't care. He took his wife back to the ship and left the coast. Mardan's mother was so hurt. She cried until she sobbed. And then she raised her hands and prayed to the God. "Oh God, truly I have given birth to him. If he is not my son, I swear he will not live happily and will not survive. But if he is not my son, the one I was given birth to, he will survive." Then, just like a magic spell, lightning and thunder and all the wind rises. It was so frightening. Mardan was on the ship, struck by the lightning and fell into the ocean. His body then turned into an island. His wife and all his guards were turned into white ashes. Then now, that island was called Simardan Island. My good listeners, there's so many good moral or value we can get from the story. And first, don't ever feel ashamed of your own parents. And then, when you success, when you reach, don't forget your parents. The value of the story are also the value of independence, honest, hard work, tolerance, and many more we can learn from this story. And I hope this moral can bring us to the bright future of next generation of Indonesia. Thank you. I'm so sorry if there's any of my words that are not appropriate or wrong.